Hi there, my name is Brad Paradise, current owner of Safe Living Technologies. I'm joined by Mike Ostrenga, founding owner. Today we're going to talk to you about home medical alarm systems. Here at Safe Living Technologies, we specialize in keeping people safe in their home. We've been in business just over 10 years, and we've serviced over 6,500 customers in that time. Now, Mike, let's talk a little bit about risk factors for everyone out there.
Yes, there's a lot of research, a lot of publications on risk factors and vulnerabilities for seniors. And we follow all of the research by the American Medical Association, the New England Journal of Medicine, the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, and collectively these sources tell us that seniors have significant risk factors and that only increases as they age. For example, seniors between the ages of 75 and 84 as a group have a 43% chance of falling each and every year. Over 84, we don't have reliable statistics, but you'd expect that the numbers to be greater than that. Furthermore, seniors living alone are twice as likely to fall as seniors living with a spouse or a friend. Seniors who have any kind of heart disease, pulmonary disease, arthritis, diabetes, osteoporosis have between a 1.8 and 2.3 greater likelihood of falling than someone the same age without those medical maladies. And for a senior who falls and is incapacitated for more than an hour, there's a likelihood they may be on the floor for up to 12 hours with a 5-time greater likelihood of mortality. And for each hour a senior's on the floor, it equates to about a week's worth of rehab. So if we can get those seniors immediate help with a simple pressable button, we can get them back to independent living quicker, reduce the pain and suffering, and reduce the mental anguish that they have attributed to a fall.
In other words, there's no reason not to get help right away with our medical alarm system.
That's absolutely true. For $1 a day, I can't beat the insurance.
Now, Mike, why our system? Tell us why.
We have a lot of different capability. As a matter of fact, unique features, unique to us compared to the industry. And let's go through some of these. It all starts with our very interesting design of our alarm pendant. We have recessed our button and built a lip around the edge, and that is to eliminate false activation. It's never pleasant to have a paramedic arrive at the doorstep unexpectedly. So while this doesn't sound like a whole lot with the recessed button and the built-in lip, it really is effective in eliminating false activation. For example, if a client of ours was wearing it and was leaning over a countertop, there's virtually no way that that pendant would activate. Or if our client is holding a bag of groceries or a grandchild or just accidentally bumps it, it's not going to activate. Also, we have a breakaway cord to eliminate any kind of choking or strangulation at night. And our alarm pendant is completely waterproof. It's heat sealed and should be worn in a bath and in a shower, should be worn all the time. As a matter of fact, we tell our clients there's never ever a reason to take off the alarm pendant. Now this pendant is small enough and lightweight that it can be worn under clothing if desired, and if I were to tuck it under my shirt, it's likely that you wouldn't even be able to tell I was wearing it, yet it can be felt and activated through my clothing. It can be worn on a wrist with a wristband if preferred. It's a choice that our clients have. So the unique design of our pendant is substantial. Then with respect to our console, we have a tremendous amount of capability. We have a 3,000 square foot speakerphone range. Our next nearest competitor has a 1,250 square foot range. So if you do the math, it's a 2.5 times greater audio range of our system. And when we go to a home and do a demonstration, and we'll take a client to a second floor bedroom or the basement laundry tub area, they're always amazed at the clarity and the voice range of our service. Then we have a little text box for text messaging. Up to 16 times a day, we can provide a simple little text message reminder. And for many people, that's sufficient for all their needs. We've had requests for lock the back door, call your daughter before bedtime, turn off the gas stove, take your medication, test your blood sugar. A simple little text message reminder, again, which satisfies many people's needs. We have messaging on system diagnostics if there's ever an interruption with the phone line or the electrical service. If there is an electrical outage, our system has a 24-hour backup battery to continue to protect our clients. And upon engaging the battery, the system will silently send in a signal to our monitoring center to advise our operators that the system is on battery support. At that point, our operator will dial into the residence and talk with our client and determine whether or not it's a localized issue or if there's a general power outage, maybe due to storm damage or something of that nature. And if that's the case, our operator is going to reassure our client that when power is restored, the battery will automatically recharge itself, so there's never a need for our clients to worry about replacing or recharging batteries. We also have 3 speed dial calling buttons. These are nice, and if a client has a frequently called number like a neighbor, a friend, a pharmacist, a doctor, a care agency, a simple press of that button will dial the programmed number that we've inserted, activate the console speakerphone, and allow for voice-to-voice hands-free conversation. We have a non-emergency button for our clients where they can talk to our operators for comments or questions or maybe just simply some socialization needs. And we have the ability to answer any incoming telephone call by simply pressing our alarm button when the phone is ringing. And that's a nice feature because oftentimes clients are sitting in a nice soft easy chair or sofa and they're not within immediate reach of the phone. And having this capability means they don't have to get up and rush, try to get to the phone, maybe take a trip or fall hazard on along the way. So they can comfortably stay where they are, push the alarm button, and have that conversation voice-to-voice hands-free.
So as you can see, we offer the most feature-rich home medical alarm system in the industry. But there's one more feature that we offer exclusively in our system. Mike, why don't you tell us about that?
Yes, Brad. As critically important as it is to get people immediate help when they're incapacitated, and we do that better than anybody in the industry, we've also known that it's also critically important to get people help and create a safe environment at the same time. We have a service offering called Operator Check-in Services. It's free of charge, and it helps create an added safety net for our clients. We can have our operator have personalized voice-to-voice conversation with our client throughout the course of the day at certain predetermined times. We can have our operators check in for wellness to make sure our clients are up and active and doing well, assist them with the medication, walk them through the process of testing their blood sugar or blood pressure on a health test, addressing any nutritional needs that our client may have, even simple little wake-up or tuck-in check-in services. So, example, for a client who's diabetic, it's ideal to couple a nutritional check-in to make sure they're eating and snacking to maintain their blood sugar level with a health test on testing their blood sugar level. It's a nice combination to have. And it's a real nice system the way it works. At the program time, there will be an announcement on our console speakerphone. For example, let's use the medication check-in service. The system will say, time to take your medication, press your check button. If our client is up and active, doing well, they have no need or interest in talking to our operator, and they've either just taken their medication or this has just prompted them and reminded them to take their medication, they can simply press the check button and the process ends there. That sends a corresponding signal back to us saying everything's fine, don't call me. So our clients are in control and it's very non-intrusive. Now, we can establish a time parameter of 0 to 5 minutes to give our clients adequate time to get to the console and press the check button. 5 minutes tends to be the standard default. Many people like that, but we can set it anywhere from 0 to 5 minutes. So, for example, I remember once a gentleman told me, Mike, I want to make sure that if my mom's not checking in within 3 minutes, that your operator's talking to her. So we set it for the 3-minute mode. Very simple. We tend to recommend setting it to 0-minute mode for anyone that has a cognitive issue, because we don't want our client pressing the check button for the wrong reason and signaling that they're okay if indeed they're not. So if the time passes and the check button is not pressed, then the operator becomes engaged, will introduce themselves, first do a quick wellness check to make sure everything's okay and address any needs that they may have, then focus on whether it's nutrition or wellness or medication compliance or health testing. If our client is not responding to our operator, the operator will go to the contact list and notify individuals, neighbors, friends, family members, caregivers, that there's a missed check-in and ask 2 vitally important questions. The operator would ask, do you know the whereabouts, or could you look in on him or her? Yep. So it does create that added safety net, and we've heard over and over many, many times where our clients are in a state of need, and for whatever reason they haven't or couldn't or consciously chose not to press their alarm button. I've heard so many times where a client would say, well, I fell but I didn't press the button because I didn't want to bother anybody. Or I didn't press the button because I was certain my daughter was going to find out and force me to live in a nursing home. Or I fell and passed out before I could press the button, and when I came to a state of consciousness I was confused and I didn't realize I was wearing it. We've even had some people confess that they took it off to go in the bath and then shower, even though it's completely waterproof. So this is a wonderful system to create that added safety net for our clients, and best of all, it's a free service. If our client's going to be gone at the time of a check-in, a simple press of the check button prior to leaving will put the system to sleep. It can be simply re-engaged upon returning. So it's truly a wonderful added service.
And that free check-in service can be added or taken away at any time?
At any time, absolutely. We feel so strongly about it, we really think it's a difference maker. It's this level of service that can make the difference between someone continuing to live in place, aging in place, living independently, as opposed to moving on to some form of assisted living. And for that reason alone, we're offering it as a free service for our clients.
Excellent. So, if anyone is interested in this service, contact us at Safe Living Technologies. We offer free, in-home, no-pressure demonstrations. One of the only providers out there that does that. Call today, we'll do a free demonstration in your home, and also we offer a 7-day no-risk guarantee.